Do 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 do. All right, you guys. I think we're up and running. I'm flying solo tonight, so I am gonna need you guys to give me a holla, give me a whoop whoop. Tell me if you're here and if you can hear me okay. Hopefully so. But Craigie is ill tonight, sadly. So I am trying to figure this all out by myself. Which, given the fact that I haven't done a live since like Christmas or something, I'm hoping that we're going to be able to make this work. Hey! Okay, some comments are coming through. Yay me, happy, happy, happy. So I can see Marjolaine is here, hey, and Amy. I can hear and see you. Big thumbs up, yay! Okay, I'm very, very happy about that. Let me put this down here. I've missed you guys. Sarah Louise says, hello, missed you, but hope you've had fun. I have missed you guys as well. It's been absolutely nuts. So I hope Craig feels better, says Amy. Thank you so much. Yes, they've got a sore throat. So not yesterday, the day before, both Craig and Piper woke up and said they had sore throats. And Piper says hers is nearly better, but Craig is like total, like gone worse. So he has been sleeping since about 7 o'clock. So he's out for the count. Hopefully that doesn't mean he's going to be up all night, which is what the problem was last night, which is why he was falling asleep at 7 o'clock, because he didn't get much sleep last night. But I had such a lovely, lovely time. Last week I was in Frankfurt, and I met up with Maria, My Craftway to Happiness. You sometimes see her comments on here on YouTube. And we went to the Creative World exhibition. It was really awesome. Hey Brina, hey Ashley. Hi. And the week before, let me see, the week before I was at Creativation. Hey Simon, how are you? So yes, I saw Simon at Creativation. And I think the week before that I was at Creativation as well, because I went there. Was that right? Oh, I don't even remember. Guys, this whole of January has just gone flump like that. I don't even remember whether I'm coming or going. But I have brought home so many things, and I have lots and lots to show you. And I actually decided that I wasn't going to go through all of it tonight, because what I want to do is play with some of this Catherine Pooler goodness that I have here. Yay! Hey Simon, and Donna's here too. Hello dear. I changed my name from Donna to this one, Donna's Crafty Creations. Awesome. Lovely to have your new look here on this tonight. Let me show you the bags and things that I brought home. So I'm talking complete haul here. These are from Creativation. Like, you won't even believe. Some of it is like random, like fluff for fabric stuff. And then there's just so much stuff, adhesive and felt and markers, and there's stamps, there's like neon watercolors. What else have I got? Glue. Just look at some of this stuff. Glue, blending tools, and this is actually something that I am going to take out, because I'm excited to share these with you guys. You guys might remember that I really like the gold and silver embossing powder by a company called Ink. actually the company's called Aladdin, but the brand is Ease Ink. And the gold and silver embossing powders are, like, I love them so much. They're so shiny and so metallic looking. And Kevin, the guy who is the UK rep for this French company, I met him several years ago. I've done some work for him before with creating samples and things. Anyway, he gave me some of these gorgeous like glitter paint pouches and some paint pouches as well. So I can't wait to use these in a video. Right, it's hard to see at the moment. Let's see. Da, 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 da. But it's really, really shiny. And can you see that there's black on this? So I had these in my luggage, and all my crafty things in my luggage, and I put most of these pouches in like a plastic bag just on the top of my luggage. And when I opened my luggage, there was a tag from like the TSA had gone through, you know, the travel security people had gone through and had a look in my bag, which is totally fine. That's what they're supposed to do. But he'd put some of these, just chucked it in by my clothes. And then there was one pouch which had black paint in it. And as I opened my suitcase, I could smell the paint. And I was thinking, uh-oh, a pouch has burst. But no, the lid was gone. And I thought, oh, it'll be in here somewhere. Well, I went through every inch of my suitcase and that lid was nowhere to be found. So I can only assume that they like opened the pouch. Maybe they dropped the cap or something, but then they just put it back. And luckily they put that one in the plastic bag, but it was all with all these other crafty things. So I took everything out. I had to clean it as much as I could. And I just had to chuck the pouch away because I couldn't find a cap that would fit it. Oh, what a drama. Donna says, I watched loads of Creativation videos, but I would have loved to be there. Yeah, it was really, actually, the Wi-Fi was totally sketchy. There was no Wi-Fi really downstairs in the actual area where the hall is. So I'm guessing that people were either taking videos and then like just recording them on their phone and then uploading them later, but we couldn't do lives or anything. I would have done more if there was Wi-Fi, but sadly not. Amy says, that looks so exciting. Hope you didn't get charged for extra baggage. No, I didn't, because this year I went with, well, I was only there for less than a week, so you only need really like 4 or 5 t-shirts and a couple of hoodies. You're in Arizona. It's not even like it's going to rain or anything. So my luggage was pretty much squishy, and then my hand cabin bag thing was completely empty. So good job too, because it did come home full. Have you had a chance to try the domed blending foam? I have not. I wanted to share that with you, that experience. The cap is probably in the same place as your baby blue. Oh, my baby blue. Loads of people were asking actually if I had ever found my luggage from Junkie Fest. I'm afraid it's gone. It's gone. We've got Mandy here from Pear Blossom Press. Hello. All right, so for today though, I want to get crafty because I feel like it's been forever since I actually did something crafty, and today I did a thing and I'm so proud of myself. I did some crafting today, which is the first time in ages, probably since before Christmas, and I made this card, but I recorded it and put it on Instagram TV, so it's my first Instagram TV. I'm so proud of me. Whee! Hey Candy! Oh, it's so exciting. I'm like, I've got that total hyperactive feeling where I'm like, oh, my friends are here, my peoples are here. Hey Tiffany, happy Friday. So here we go. I've used the more strips of ease and the little slot from the more strips of ease, the down the line sentiments. Let me zoom here. So yeah, have a look over on the Instagram TV and give me a like, because I had to figure it out and it was hard. So that was my first crafting probably since the new year. So we have also got over at Heffy Doodle, we've got an upcoming collaboration with Catherine Pooler. So you guys are going to want to keep your eyes open for that. And although I'm probably not going to be part of the hop, because there's quite a lot of people on the hop, I said to Catherine, please can I have the goodies, because I really want to play with them. So she was so kind that she sent me some bits and pieces. So I'm going to get crafty with these today. Yay! And I wanted to play with this one, which is really interesting. And it is called GeoCurves Background Builder. And this is brand stinking new. I actually have seen them use in the kitchen. Sorry, it's called Lick the Bowl. I've seen them use this on their newsletters and things, but I hadn't seen them use this one yet. So I had to message Erica today and go, when is it released? I don't wanna be like spoiler alert. And she says we're all good to go. So that's cool. Yay! Candy says, I've been waiting all week. Best part of the week. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so I might have to run away and check that children are sleeping and dogs are okay and husband is not dead. But I'm sure they'll all be fine. I'm sure they'll be fine. Okay, so I am going to start with some of these. As always, you guys, please shout out if you have any ideas. I love to hear them. So I had an idea for this one. So this is called, oh, this one doesn't have it written on it. This one's called Potluck Border Stamps. So I was wondering if this actually would fit the more strips of ease. Let's have a look. Now that we've got thicker strips. Oh, I do. Yes, I think that would fit. It's almost like it was made for it. This one as well. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And yeah. Okay, this is gonna work, guys. Let's see what we can do. So we could have a card with some strips. We could also maybe use this. This to me kind of looks like a cheese grater. Do you think? Do you think it looks a bit like a cheese grater thing? Hey, Lucy. So I want to play with that a little bit and make a cheese grater. Make a cheese grater for my card. Or make because there's a sentiment here that says you're the greatest, and I want to also put my little mice on it. How cute would that be? Put the Hello Squeak Heart mice on it. So my question is, can I make my card panel into a grater? I'm going to use this. Can you see? This is the Lick the Bowl card. So I'm going to actually, stamps. So I'm going to use this as a little bit of a template to create a card which looks like a grater. I think you're going to have to go a little bit narrower. Probably. You should check on Craig because man flu is much worse than women flu. I know, per kiddo. Although I do have, Ranger is on the job. He is being an absolute sweetheart. He is totally on the job. Okay, so I'm using this as a little bit of a guideline. I'm going to make this narrower so that we have a bit more height here. And then I've got this thicker section at the bottom. And I have marked off about, is that 1/8 of an inch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1/4 of an inch on either side. And then I'm going to do the same kind of rim at the top here. And of course I haven't actually done this evenly. 9 and a bit. Well, I can just do it on from the side, can't I? So let's do let's do 1/2 inch from either side. You know me, just winging it. And I'm actually going to taper these in a little bit at the top here by about 1/4 inch. All right, so this bit is going to be cut away, as is this bit. And this. About here. And hopefully this will look something like a grater. I'll round this one off at the top. And then probably going to need to use a craft knife for this bit. Okay. What do you think, you guys? Will it work? We'll give it a go. Grater sentiment with the teardrop stamp in dark grey. Yes, I was thinking either dark grey or else like a I could emboss it or something. I'm not sure. Let's see. So Brina says, grater sentiment with the teardrop stamp caterpillar in dark grey on the light grey cardstock with your Heffy Doodle mac and cheese. Oh yeah, so we do have we have a small cheese wedge, I guess is the right word, in the Hello Squeakheart stamp set. And we have a larger cheese wedge in the Pasta La Vista stamp set, which, by the way, is fast becoming one of the most popular stamp sets in this release, which surprised me because normally critters do far better than sentiments and things like that because they're cute, right? And if I have, like when we had the wingman stamp set, which is birds. Birds don't sell as well as cute furry things. It's just the way of the world. But so I had not ordered massive amounts of the pasta because I didn't think it was going to be massively popular because it's pasta, it's not a critter. But yeah, everyone's going nuts for it. Just making me very happy. Okie dokie, so let's cut this out now. I'll just use my crocodile to get into the corners here. Hopefully I can make this work. I'm also going to need to strip down a bit, I think. Hello, LOL Epic Gamers. How are you? Who is watching on Twitch, I think that is. So in case of those who are confused about me reading comments, I am multi-streaming today. So I am on Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube and Facebook. So let's see if we can make this make this work. It's a little bit ratty along here. Maybe what we can do is, I don't know. Do you think it'll look more like a grater if the whole thing is like silvery grey? Or do you think it'll look more like a grater if we had like a coloured handle? I don't know. Oh, I do have one thing from Creativation that I really want to show you guys that's on my desk. You guys will have seen me use the chamois holder here that I have, and you will also have seen me use my little 3D printed glue holder, and that was by the company called Make It by Marco. And they have this new thing called, well, they've got loads of new things actually, but they have this new thing called a, oh, what do they call it? Oh no, it's completely escaped from, it'll come back to me. What is it called? What is it called? It's like a, oh, I can't remember. It's, anyway, the idea is it's 3D printed like this, and the idea is that you can put things in it to hold them in place. Mostly, I think it was designed for a trimmer or a misty, because when I'm crafting and I'm making an absolute mess on my craft desk, as you guys know, every Friday, my workable space starts like this and then it goes do 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 do. What was it called? Oh, Clutter Keeper. Clutter Keeper. I think it's called the Clutter Keeper. And so you can just pop it in there, and it keeps them out of your way. So I sometimes keep a box beside me, but that's got such a big footprint, and then this doesn't at all. It's really nice. I'm loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So I'm going to pop that to the side. All right, let's pop this one away. So if you're interested in the Clutter Keeper, I believe that Make It by Marco is at the moment only available on their Etsy store. So in case you're wondering. So I'm going to use some of my Heffy Doodle memo tape to cover the areas that I do not want my ink to go. Although these are pretty straight, so I think it should be fine anyway. All right. Put these in here. So I am going to take my project. I'm going to line up this bottom bit of the blue with the 1 inch. And excuse my noggin a wee minute. I think that's probably as straight as I'm going to get it. Let me go get a gray ink pad. So we have 2 different colors of gray here. Twilight is the lighter one, and Black Jack. So I'm going to start with Twilight and see how that goes. Hopefully that will work nicely. Donna says, Make It by Marco. Yes, saw that on a video. And Donna says, I have loads of clutter. I think it's just part of being a crafter, to be honest, Donna. All right, so I have stamp this, goes all the way across. Now what I don't know at the moment is how wide my stamp is. So let's figure that one out. Just take a baby wipe and wipe this little guy for a moment. And I'm going to move it up to 1/2 inch. And see what that's like. Oh, it's a bit much probably. I'm thinking this might actually be easier just to stamp with a acrylic block. Let me get my big long acrylic block for this one. Put this in my clutter keeper. Yeah. Okay. I will, however, put a piece of paper behind this. This is card, but it'll do. So that I am not stamping on my background. I love these Cat and Powder inks. They're just so, it's so easy to get a smooth impression on solid images. Colored handle says yells, yells, and Amy says a colored handle as well. Oops, totally moved that. We're fine. We're fine. I feel like I've gone a little bit wonky here. We'll be fine though, we'll be fine. Okay, we might have to cover up some of those little teardrop shapes at the bottom. Candy says, inking up my perfect day kitties for the first time. Yay! Jen Bina did an amazing video on different ways to color cats using the Perfect Day stamp set. So check that out over on the Heffy Doodle YouTube if you want some guidance on that. What do you think, guys? How fun is that? Okay, so I'm going to, is this going to be too, I think that one's going to be too thin. Let me grab a different strips of ease. Mr. Original strips of ease, I think will work perfectly. So what color shall we go for? That's my question to you. So you tell me what color you think while I grab my Pasta La Vista, baby. For my cheesy weezy. And also my Hello Squeakheart for the little bits of cheese that is around here. Yells Yells says, looking good. Navy or aqua. Actually, I really like the idea of having it navy. I think that would be really quite nice. I approve. I approve. Let me grab a strip here. And I'm actually going to send Catherine a message because she said to me that if I send her a message when I'm live, then she might jump on. So let me give her a message. I'm live on YouTube. Hungry Heffy. Playing with CP. Yay. Okay. So let's give this a little go. Isn't blue the Pantone? You know, I don't even know what the Pantone color of the year is. That's how behind I feel. I've come home from all these things that I've been doing, and like I was sitting in the living room yesterday, and I obviously had a very serious look on my face because Craig says, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Nothing." And he says, "What's wrong?" He said, "I'm just sitting here thinking of all the things I have to do." It's like, well, just enjoy your cup of tea and don't worry about doing them just now. It's like, okay, thank you. Okay, so this looks like it's going to be the perfect thickness for the top of our cheese grater up here. So we'll do that up here. I don't know whether I want to do that. Do I want to do the handle or leave that silver? What do you think, you guys? I think I need a slightly thicker guy for down bottom. So we'll try this one. Hopefully that one will work. So this is the Strips of Ease die set. Amanda says she believes so, that it is the Pantone color of the year. Awesome. Is it like a navy blue? This is Blueberry Bliss. Heffy doodle cardstock. Hey Ashley, hey! Sarah Louise says she would leave the handle silver. I think I'd be tempted to do that too. Only because, well, not only, but partially because I think it's going to be a nightmare to cut out that sort of shape again. But I think we can make this work. I think we can do it, guys. And we'll add our cheese and some mice and then the sentiment in the middle. I think that'd be really fun. If I do this up a little bit, I can cover those rogue ones, and then I'll just need to trim off a tiny bit at the bottom. We won't worry about that just now. Nice. Okay, let's leave that to dry a second. And we'll get my cheese on. Cheesy, cheesy. So for the sentiment, that I think will be, hey Catherine, I told you guys that she might pop on. Hey darling, I am playing with my toys that you sent me, and I'm making a cheese grater because you're the greatest. So I think I might put that on like an oval. Let me go see if I can get my overly excited dies, because you know that I am overly excitable indeed. So let's see. Is that the potluck border stamp on there? It is indeed. Hey Catherine, I realized that our new, where are they? The more strips of ease that we just released, Heffy Doodle released, these fit perfectly. So this one fits these two inner ones, and this fits the two outer guys. So I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to play with those. So let's put these in here before I lose them. So we've used some potluck, and I've cut down some Heffy Doodle holy mackerel, no, oyster shell cardstock to make a little cheese grater. Just waiting for this to dry before I snip off the excess. And then we're going to stamp maybe some mice, but definitely the big cheese and then the little cheese here, which will be really fun. They fit like a glove, an oven glove. They do. All right, let's trim this down. And this one as well. And then I just need to take the end of this little guy. Boom, there we go. Candy says, that means I'll have to order that stamp set to go with my strips of A's. Absolutely you will. But which end of the video, because who knows what else you might find in my video today. Other things that you'll have to add to your Catherine Pooler stash. Okay. Perfect. Absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. So let's go for, so this is going to go here. We got to have some cheesy weezy. Hey Micah. Oh, Micah and Amanda are on. Now we mean business. Oh, by the way, Amanda, Piper is very excited about using her easy lights that you sent her. You guys will have to watch this space. We'll have to do a come craft with Piper using the easy lights, which I think I've used once before on a video. It's basically adding LED lights, a bit like the Chibitronics, which you guys have seen me use before as well. But it is super easy. Easy peasy. Hey Jen Bina, I was just talking about you. She's late to the party. Were you sleeping? Okay, we'll put that away for just now because I might want a little mouse, because everything's better with a critter. I don't think I've inked up this little guy before, so I shall just stamp it once there to get it going. Come on. Nice. Yes, I was just talking about you because, who was it? Was it Candy? Candy said that she was inking up the kitties from The Perfect Day, and I said you should go and check out Jen's video about coloring different kitties. Tiffany's making spaghetti tonight. We had spaghetti last night. Nom nom nom. I could eat spaghetti every night. I'm such a starchy craver. I love it so much. Love it so much. Yum. I think I'm gonna have a little moose. Of course, he's so cute. Little Fiskers. Put him on there. have another one. Mike is just trying to get to know everybody's crafty names. Mike is like, oh, I don't know everybody's alter egos. Whereas I'm the opposite. I know everybody's alter ego names and then not their real name. I'm pretty sure I called you out the first time, Jen. I was like, that's not what you're called, Jen. That's not your surname. All right. So we're doing good. Happy chappies. What I want to know is, are we going to stamp this? Oh, we should totally stamp it in the navy color on white, maybe. Oh, yes. I'm just too excited now. Beautiful. Let's do this thing. Let me go get my juniper mist. That's the one we're gonna go for. All right, let's get this centered a little bit more. Starchy creamer. Oh, I am. When we went to Poland, we they have these things called pierogi, which is like a little dumpling, and they're amazing, and they're super cheap. But they it's like a Polish specialty. So they also have pierogi for pudding. So instead of having meat inside the pierogi, they have like blueberries and strawberries. And my husband Craig would just eat like half a plate of the pierogi and be like, I am full. That is like too much starch for me. And I'm like, I want pierogies for lunch, and pierogies for pudding, and pierogi for dinner. And he's there going, oh, how are you not the size of a house? But that's why I'm a hungry Heffy. So you guys know you're here. All right. So let's put this over here. Now that we've got juniper mist on the go. You're the greatest. Candy says, I have an easy social media name called Sugar Cards. Candy equals sugar. And you're also sweet like candy and sugar, so it's the perfect name. Is your name actually Candice or Candice? I wonder. Yes, okay, we got that. Okay, so we've got her overly excited. Amanda says, the wheels are turning in my head. Oh, hold on. Scrappiness, Catherine's going for fried rice tonight. I heard that your daughter enjoyed her crunchy that I added to your last order, which is good. I'm glad that she got it because that was the intended recipient of it. Because I remember you saying the last time that she really, really enjoyed it. You're giving us ammunition to come up with a great name for you, Micah. Yes, let's think of a fun alter ego name for Micah. Oh, okay, we got a little bit of foam tape under there. Sue's here. Hey, Sue, I missed you. Creativation. I also need to get some of that duo. When you guys, I don't remember if I was live whenever I was playing with the transfer gel. I don't think I was. And because no, I wasn't live because my laminator was playing up. But if you guys haven't figured it out yet, the new ThermoWeb. Now help me out here, Sue, because I'm gonna get the name wrong. I think it's called like Transfer Gel Duo or something. And you don't need a laminator, you just put it through your die cutting machine like some sort of voodoo magic. I'm very excited about. Okay, I'm just going to go for some flat color just now because I want to play. Like I said to y'all, I've not played in so long. And as much as I do enjoy Copic colouring, it takes up time. It takes more time. That I ain't got. I'm gonna go for some little dots, a little bit of texture pounces. I also love cheese. Just Candy, named after a cowboy. Dad was reading a book with a cowboy named Candy, so that is you. There you go. Does any of the rest of you know who you're named after or where your name came from? Or indeed, what you would have been called if you were a different gender? I was almost called Beverly. And if I had been a boy, I would have been called Darren. There's an interesting little fact for you. Here we go. She asked, I need to read up. Miss you too, I'll send you some surprises. Yes, please. She asked for crunchies for Christmas and didn't get them, so she was so happy. I'll make a special trip to the store the next time. The problem is that my daughter, Piper, she's 8. Crunchies are also her favorite, so it's the getting them in the house and not have them be eaten by the time things make it back out of the house. That's the main challenge over here. So what are we gonna go for this little, I think we're gonna go for not gray. Sort of like a sandy colored mousse. There's a mousse about this mousse. Da, 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 da. Maybe we could have one grey mouse. Maybe. I do like a warm grey mouse. They're very cute. And especially cute when they have a little white tummy. Okay. Got all C0 in here. And what have we got? Tea rose for a blushy cheek, because all mice blush whenever they're eating their cheese. It's a known fact, actually. And then we'll go for this here. All right, I think I'm done with that because I want to play with these things as well tonight. Oh, here we go. I was Susan after my dad's aunt. Oh, there you go. And Marjolaine says, my eldest son Justin gave me a Heffy Doodle coupon for my birthday. Nice. That boy knows his mommy so well. Happy birthday. Tiffany says, my mom was going to name me Sarah or Sarah maybe, but she went with Tiffany. Maybe it's because she's got expensive taste like Tiffany's. Oh, water crunchies. Sorry, we're talking about something that half the world doesn't know what it is. A crunchie is a candy, and it has a honeycomb center. It's basically like a block of honeycomb that has been dipped in Cadbury's chocolate. I mean, if you've not had Cadbury's chocolate, you don't really know how delightful that is, but it's delicious. If you like honeycomb ice cream, then you're gonna love crunchies. San van der Wietering says, my mom and dad were not sure what name to pick. When they took me home, there were orange lilies in the garden, the same as my hair color. That's when my dad was like, Sana. Sana? It means lily. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right, but that's beautiful. I love that story. That's absolutely amazing. I've never had one. Oh, a crunchie. She confiscates it as soon as they cross the threshold. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just the way of the world. When you're a mom, always second rate citizen. I was talking about that at my Pilates class today because the instructor went to Disneyland and she went on the Tower of Terror because her daughter wanted to go on it, but she was like, I'm not really keen on things like that, but she wanted to go, so I thought I'll go with her. And she said the whole time I was that worried about her that I was like focused on her, and I felt so bad about her that I wasn't really prepared for the ride. She came off the ride and then like threw up everywhere. It's like, yeah, I probably should have figured out that if I'd stopped to think about it, I would have realized that this is not for me. But she just wanted to be a good mom. Tiffany says, this is totally off the subject, but we have a pet sugar glider named Piper. Oh, I would love a sugar glider. I actually looked at having a sugar glider years ago. They're so cute, but apparently they smell. So Tiffany, you have to give me the proper lowdown on this. Do they stink? I mean, they're so cute though. Totally make up for it. Yeah, honeycomb covered in chocolate. Hey, Jen. Hey, girl. Saying a big shout out to Journey Coach Jen. Okay. I think we're doing great here. We've got some cheese. I'm going to maybe put this one down so it looks like it's sitting on the surface with this. Maybe this can be... What do you guys think? Where should I put these? Maybe I just need one. We've also got this, he can go in here, which is kind of fun. Oh, I love him in there. He's definitely going in there. Sue, I sent a couple weeks ago and the beginning of the month. Maybe you're not getting them. Oh, you're talking about emails that are gone missing. Candy says she was almost called Susan, but Dad said nope, Candy. So middle name is Sue. So you're Candy Sue. Is that a song or something? I feel like that's a familiar thing. Oops, I'm dripping glue everywhere. Hopla. Awesome. Okay, so he's going to go here. Let me give him a tail before I stick him down. And I'm just going to cheat and draw it on for ease. For easy peasiness. Little mice running all over the kitchen counter. Cheeky, cheeky. I think I'm going to raise this one up as well. Sue says, I will trade crunchies for pierogies. Deal? I do like pierogies. Sounds like a deal to me, dear. I wonder if I could put it this way. And it kind of looks like it's sitting a different perspective. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stick it in like that. All right, let's take this away so you can see it in its full glory. All right, let's have a look at this now. Look, isn't it so cute? I am loving it. Awesome. All right, what are we gonna go for next? Let me catch up on some comments while I do a little tidy up. Maria says, how is your jet lag, my dear? My jet lag's good. It was just when I was at Frankfurt, I was just super tired. But it was fine. I actually didn't get that bad of jet lag. The main thing with them is that they don't potty train, sugar gliders. They just pop and pee all over when they're out playing. Yeah. Oh well. Never mind. Okay, so that was from the, what are they called? They are called potluck border stamps. And I also have some ideas for this using the more strips of these. And this one is Lick the Bowl. So I'm going to maybe return to this in a minute. But I wanted to give these a go. So these are called GeoCurves Background Builder. And I think it's going to be really cute to make different backgrounds with these. Let's give it a go. I'm just going to grab a blending mat and a piece of card, and I'm going to go and grab a couple of Catherine Pula. All I see is rainbows, and that's it. I know, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm going to go and grab a couple of my most favoritist ink pads. I want something that's going to work well together, but not completely rainbow. Excuse me as I make my way through all of these. I'm looking for party dress because that's the one that I want. It's going to be like, it's going to be hiding on me for sure. Ooh, pixie dust. Oh, I like that. Yeah. So I'm going to go for pixie dust, all that jazz, tiara, and when I find it, party dress. There you are, you little cheeky sausage. So I'm gonna go for these together. I've got all that jazz and all that jazz. And tiara, because I'm a queen. Pixie dust and party dress. Sorry, no party dress tonight, just my Pilates outfit, pretty much. Maria says, I'm not going to stay on, but wanted to pop in and say hi. Had an early shift up at 6, so very tired. Night, night, dear. Okay, so I think what will be, which will take a little bit of figuring out is which ones go with which ones, if you know what I mean. So does that? Yes, it does. Okay, so this and this fit together. And does that go in there? Does that, no, that one go in there? I feel like this one is going to go in there. It's okay if it turns out a little bit whimsical. Not wrong with that at all. Okay, let's give it a play. So what am I gonna go with? Let's go with all that jazz for these lines. And I don't think I'm gonna, I think it's one of those sets that's going to be hard to like line up completely. So instead of freaking out about it, I'm just going to wing it and take it as it comes. So maybe not try and make it straight is going to be where I'm at, if you know what I mean. Hey, Tanya. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. I am just going to randomly stamp this all. Oh, I could do like wavy type things. Guys, I'm winging it. You know me. I am just going to play. Ooh, okay. Oops, finger and glue. Let's get a new one of those. Okay, I'm going to stamp on my blues first of all so that I have an idea of what's going on, because I'm going to do the big one now in the pink to follow that through. So Oh, do you know what? It kind of looks like a road to me. Maybe I'm just being crazy. How fun is this? Not really sure where I'm going with this, but it is fun. Okay, I gotta catch up. Catherine's putting on pajamas. You do that. Absolutely. Tanya says it is only just after 11 on Saturday morning in New Zealand. And Catherine's starting dinner. Kimberly says, I'm a newbie to this YouTube channel, but what is the name of the stamp sets and the company name that you have? Aha, okay, well, welcome, first of all. Today I am using some stamp sets and inks, in fact, by Catherine Pooler. So, and Catherine's actually joining us on the live. So she's making her dinner just now, so she might not be so chatty. But this is stamps by Catherine Pooler. They're absolutely amazing. I've also paired them up with some Heffy doodle. I probably don't have any with the logo on it. There you go. Some Heffy doodle goodies. So I've made this one already, Kimberly. And I've used the Hello Squeak Heart for the little mice, and then also the Pastel La Vista for the one of these cheesy weezies. And the background here is called the Potluck Border Die, stamps by Catherine Pooler. And the You're the Greatest is from this set here, which is called Lick the Bowl. So we've got some gorgeous stamps here. But what really the true magic is the inks. I love them so much. This one here is called So Happy Sentiments. And then I can't wait to use this. I think I might use this with this set here, with my background that I've got going on. Happy ×3. And then I have my dies as well. And this little beauty is called GeoCurves Background Builder. And oops, that's okay. We'll put something else there. My fingers, I don't know how they got so messy. Okay. This guys is really therapeutic, I have to say. Oh, I got a little bit of a wobble there, not quite even, but we'll make it work. All right. I feel like I need a random one there. And maybe even a little bit here, and then we'll figure out where we're at whenever we cut this down. clean up my mess. So this one was all that jazz. And I've managed to get it all over my fingers. It happens. Hey Kenrick. Oh, Mousy Maker. Nice. Good to see you on here. It's Mickey Mouse ears. Yeah, it does look like Mickey Mouse ears. Amanda's off. Need my phone for pictures. See you later, Amanda. All right. Marjane says she's off. No night, dear. Have a great weekend. Okay, let's see. Is this the big one or the little one? This is the big one. Okay, so the big one here, we're going for pink. Here and here. And then we need a little pink and a little pink, and then a big pink here, and a little pink and a big pink. You guys following along? Or am I confusing you too much? Little pink, little pink, little pink, big pink. Little pink, big pink. To me, it looks like a race course in my mind. And then we can do whichever one we want here because it's a new line. And we'll do big pink here while I've got it open. And we'll do this one as well. Because why not? Okay, so that's party dress. Catherine says, you inspire me to break out this set tonight. It's so unusual, it's so different. So it's really fun to think outside the box and use something like this. I do enjoy, getting inspired by sets that are different. Okay, let's get my little dots for party dress. Party dress is my favorite. All right. And I haven't done this one yet. I think that's it done. Now I need my yellow. Mellow yellow. Ashley says, what are you making? Sorry, I lost where you are as crafting and watching at the same time. Oh, nice. Are you doing some vinyl? Ashley's the vinyl princess. Look at my fingers. Well, the answer is I don't know what I'm making. I'm making it up as I go along, essentially. But I am making some sort of a background. To go on a card of some description. Oh, I think that should have been a big one. Right, another one down here at the bottom. Big, 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 big. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna be going through the wipies tonight. Hey Pam. Doing vinyl tomorrow, painting wooden orders tonight. Nice. All right, guys, we're getting near a full panel. Anybody got any ideas of how to put this all together? What to create, what to turn it into? As always, open to your suggestions. Beautiful. All right. So I just want to check some of the other stamps in this set to see if they would fill a gap or add anything else to this. I've got these little flakes. I think what I want is some like stars and love hearts and things. Let me grab a couple of Heffy doodle sets. In fact, this has a little like pixelated heart, which is kind of cute. You can maybe bring some of that pixie dust color to here. And I'm going to stamp it randomly because I don't know what way this panel is going to turn out yet. And if I do it randomly, it won't matter quite as much, the orientation of these. Oh, I love it. Oh, I've missed one. It's not going to fit up there. I'm not sure whether it will. We'll make it work. All right. Pam says, I've stumped you on this one. What is the stamp set called? So this stamp set by Catherine Pooler is GeoCurves Background Builder. Shared this over on Facebook. Oh, thanks, Catherine. You're a doll. Let me put these away so that I don't damage them. Put this one too. Love the hearts on there, so fun. I know, I think it looks really cute. I actually might grab a couple of I was going to maybe do some like dots or hearts or something, or stars. But I actually quite like the balance of colors at the moment. So I'm going to put a pin in that for the moment and figure out what I'm going to do. So I'm really liking the colors. And I like that the vibrancy of the colors really pop against the white. And I think that we could make that even more exciting if we put like a dark gray or something behind it. What do you think? What do you think? I know that's pixie dust. Sarah Louise says the color of the hearts is gorgeous. Let me give you a closer look. Isn't it so pretty? I like the way there's almost like a very loose grid pattern going on here. I'm sure if you had paid attention, or if you pay attention whenever you're doing it, unlike me, then you can make it absolutely perfect. Let me see. We could grab some frames, I think. Okay. So I'm really liking this. Let me cut this down to 5.5 by 4.25. 4.25 in there. All right. It's just so whimsical is the term I want to go for. And this is the Heffy Doodle Skinny Imperial Frames. I'm going to hunt through my stash of cardstock here and hope that I've got some holy mackerel. There we go. Which I think, do I want holy mackerel? Maybe I'll be better with some razzleberry. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to cut my razzleberry down and make a card base for this. Because it's so pretty. So let's fold this little guy over. I can find this. My bone folder. Kenrick says, love it already. Yay! Pop that in there. Sarah Louise says, I was just about to say the grid. Yeah, cool. Candy says, do you have a Facebook fan channel? Yeah, you definitely need to follow Catherine, because she not only has a group, but she does a lot of lives, a whole lot of lives, dude. So you're going to want to check that out. I'm going to trim this down by about 1/4 inch, I think, so that I have a little bit of, a little peaky, maybe just even 1/8 inch, just a little peak of pink coming through. I mean, what's the point in having a pink note card if you can't even see the beautifulness popping through? Yeah, and it's such a party dress color. This is it, dudes. Right, let's put this one away. I get so excited. And maybe we could put one of the bowl images on there. That'd be fun too. Hey, Del and RT. Hey. And Pam is saying, that's what I was seeing. I was wondering if you used a stencil or something to get the grid. No, it was a happy accident. I was using this one here, which is the GeoCurves background builder. Isn't it so cute? Love it. Oh, I whacked it against the oven tonight and I broke one off. So sad. Catherine says, thank you, Candy, for asking. I was distracted by rice. I do lots of YouTube videos, Facebook Lives, etc. And you can find me at Catherine Pooler all over the place. Good job, everyone. Let's get this through the machine. All right. So I really wanted the word happy because this background is super happy. What do you think, guys? Pretty, huh? I've got a black frame which is the same size, so it was just lurking at the back. So I'm going to go ahead and layer my pink on top of this one just to give it a little bit more height, and we'll get tiny bit of almost like a shadow underneath my skinny frame. Catherine says, I have Stamp Nation, which has a small fee with lots of perks. Absolutely. It's a really good crafty community. More dies I may need, says Jen. Aren't they like super cool? And you can build them up. There's so many different, I put these ones in back to front, but you can kind of see that anyway, that you can build it up, lots of different ways to use it. I think it would be really cool to have this almost like a concentric circle kind of thing going on. So we've got this, we're going to put this in here, and then we've got happy, happy, happy. Now I need to figure out if I want to snippity snip snip this. So we have a thicker shadow. Does this go in the middle? Let me figure this out. Let me just talk to myself. Maybe it's a different word, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm upside down. All right, perfect. So it's actually like a 3-layer shadow die that we've got going on. So this is the skinniest one, this is the thickest one, and then the solid die at the bottom is Mr. In Between. Beautiful. So this goes here. I think we're gonna need some pink, of course, and maybe yellow for the middle. A little bit of banana split. See if I can get my tiara to match that. Oh, I missed crafting so much. I'm so happy you guys are here with me tonight. Candy says, I usually watch your lives on replay because I'm in school and Facebook is blocked. Happy, happy. That's even just a gorgeous die to use on its own. You don't even need anything else with it. But, so I want this one. Yes, I'll cut it out of this lower guy. In fact, if I do it this way, I might even get 2 out of this piece of card. Just for a little bit of damage. Love the pink frame, says Pam. Alana is here and says, thank you so much for the crunchy. You are very welcome, Alana. I am happy that it reached you, because that's who it was intended for. I'll send you some more. All right, let's get a pokey-majig. Never lasts very long, the crunchies though. Oh, this is so delicate and beautiful. It's so pretty. Oh, I don't know whether it's going to work. Sad times. Oh, yeah, we can make that work. Just about. So then the question is, do I try and find a purple or like a teal color for the third one, or I might just go white? Answers on a postcard, please. I'm definitely going to use this stamp set, which is called So Happy Sentiments. So it goes along with that die perfectly. So I'll put this here and you can hopefully read it and see if you can come up with any ideas for what we're going to do sentiment wise. We'll do a little strips of these with it. It's so pretty. Okay, let's layer this up. I think what I need to do, Lesley, how many crunchies did you take? I just added one. I just added one to Catherine's order. For those of you who are wanting to restock on the Heffy memo tape, Catherine now has it in store. So whenever you go over to buy all the things I'm showing you tonight, you can add your memo tape to your order if you haven't already got one. If it's on your long list of things that you want to buy but haven't got around to it yet. Absolutely beautiful. So this goes on here like so. Oops. Stick her down. And then I might actually go for vellum for that guy. Oh, it's so pretty. She heard that and smiled. Yay. All right, let's put that in here. Okay, let's stick this down. That pink and yellow is so cheerful, says Suzanne. I think so. The amount of rain that we've been having, we need a little bit of bright cheerfulness. Realize I haven't stuck that down yet. All right. Yeah, don't stick just yet. Nice. Vellum behind, oh, I stuck it down too soon. Vellum behind the frame says yells, but I actually don't want to take away from the geometric background because I think it's really cheery and interesting. So I quite like that. Happy to have you in my life. Happy you fill my life with, oh, you fill my life with happy, that makes sense. To call you friend. You make me so happy. Happy birthday to you. Today, let's just be happy. Happy days are ahead. Happy for you. Lots of gorgeous sentiments. And I quite like the you make me so happy. I think that's the winner tonight. You make me so happy. I'm going to pop this guy up. And I'm going to pop this guy up. I do believe. I don't want pink though, because I think the pink will take away from my sentiment. I wonder, should I try and bring some of that pixie dust color in? Let's give it a go. We'll try it anyway. So I don't have any cardstock, probably anyway, that matches the color, so I'm going to make my own colored cardstock by dragging the pixie dust ink pad all along there. And then I will need to leave it to dry though before I stamp on it. Oh, so lovely, says Jen. Jen, your order got in the post today. Woohoo! Your goodies are on their way. Okay, so it's dry to the touch, but if I want to emboss on it, I'm going to need to let it just dry a little bit longer, I think. I love that about sea pinks. Me too, and they're so juicy. Okay, let me gather my supplies. And yes, we'll just go for white, I think. Opaque white will do the trick. Okay, we'll give this a go. Hopefully it's dry enough. We'll give it a good dust down with my anti-static pouch. You make me so happy. What makes you happy, you guys? What makes me happy is starch. And cuddles from my puppy dog. Crafting. Oh no, I just totally wiped that off. Silly me. Try that again. We're getting to the tired zone. There we go. Well, actually, what makes me happy is a tidy house. And we have not got a tidy house right now. Given the fact that I've been away for so long. And poor Craigie's been just trying to manage with being ill and everything. We still have a stack of Christmas cards in our living room. We've not even managed to get those away. So there's some little bits of embossing powder, just little flakes, and I'm encouraging them to run away using my pokey tool, just prodding them, going, "Oi, away you go." I think Olive Garden might make you very happy. Olive Garden does make me happy. You have experienced a happy Lesley with Olive Garden. Okay guys, I'm going to pop you on mute for a minute so that I can heat this with my heat tool. Be right back. And you're back. All right, let's see. We can cut this one out. And I think the normal strips of these will work fine for this one, rather than needing the more strips of these. Catherine got distracted by rice again. It happens. And missed a lot. He probably didn't miss a lot. I've just stuck things down. But I've used the Pixie Dust purple ink pad to smoosh that onto some card so I can have some purple card that perfectly coordinates with my love hearts in the background. Because everybody loves it when they coordinate things. Things get coordinated. And sometimes with these strips of ease, get a little indentation of the die. It's normal. Give it a little massage to take that out of there. Okay, so we've got the happy, and then you make me so happy. And in fact, does that go all the way across? I think we shall go for I don't think I want it all the way across. Let me grab my pencil so I can eyeball it. So if I did the end like here and here, and then did a point like there, that would work. I need a tiny little bit more over here. Now I can't see my line. I'm not sure if I've gone over that. Because I've gone over that again, will it go darker or will it blend in? My fingers have stopped working. Here we go. Oh, I love it. I'll grab some tape for this little guy. Put that there, and then I'm going to actually pop this dude up with some foam squares, Ickle Baby ones. Just for some extra fun. You know how it is. So if you guys are enjoying seeing these products in action, you definitely want to check out the upcoming Catherine Pooler and Heffy Doodle collaboration, which is happening in February. Linda says, looks amazing. The ink to paper was a great idea. Brings all the colors together. Thank you. Well, to be honest, Catherine's colors all work so beautifully together as well. So it makes color combinations really, really easy peasy. Come on, there we go. This is the problem with using these little tiny ones, is that you're picking off release paper for days. But it'll be worth it. This should say, pasta, you make me so happy. In my head, I'm already imagining what the card looks like. I'm loving it. Let's get rid of these little release paper squares that stick to your face and all sorts. Linda says, I have all the CP inks, my go-to inks. I'm not surprised because once you start, where do you stop? And they're so different to other inks as well, that some inks are like kind of mostly the same, if that makes sense, without wanting to sound rude. But some inks are colors that you're like, oh, it's nice, but it's like it's nothing special type of thing, and they're gonna be much of a muchness. But these guys are so different to what else is on the market. I noticed a tiny little love heart here that was begging to be used. And who am I to say no? I love it. Pizzazz. It almost looks like a patterned paper. Loving it. Loving it, loving it. Okay, 5 to 11. We're good. Dell and Artie says, I have all of them too. Look at us, full set syndrome crafters. What you gonna do? Yay! I'm happy with this card. So that's 2 beautiful cards, and I wanted to try some of these guys and maybe even combo it with some of this stuff, which will probably be my last card for tonight because it's getting late and I have to go and check on sick husbands and all the jazz. Okay, so we've got this one. Oh, okay, sorry, my brain's going places. What if we did stripes embossed and then like inked over the top, or like watercolored over the top even? That might be pretty. Bear with me, bear with me. I'm going to try and see what I can do to make this work. Okay, let me grab a piece of card. This is the Clairefontaine Paint On. Cardstock, which, for those of you which are regulars, you will know that I love it for, I actually really enjoy using it for distressing blending, but I'm also a big fan of it when it comes to, I'm going to cut this down first of all. I should have done that first, silly me. When it comes to stamping, card making, watercoloring, all that jazz. So let me trim this down to 5.5 by 4.25, so that I have a panel which is perfect. And I'm going to go down here with my embossing. I've just had a thought. I'm not going to go down there with my embossing. I'm going rogue. Sorry guys, if you're new here, this is what happens. This is what happens all the time. get excitable. I'm going to do it like this. I'm just going to use the white, seeing as it's here, because this is quite an absorbent paper. So my embossing ink might not stay as juicy on this paper as it would with other kinds of paper. Hey, Roberta. Yes, go rogue. Okay, I'm going to put you on mute again while I heat this little bad boy up. Okay, so it's probably going to be a little bit hard for you guys to see, but there is a row of flowers on here coming up at an angle. So I'm thinking I'm going to probably work with these three colors and do a little bit of ink smooshing. So I have some Ziploc baggies here that I have actually used for smooshing before, because I can see some ink on the back of it. And I think I'm going to use this to try and get sort of a smooshiness going on. So I'm going to tap my ink pad, squirt, and I'm just going to grab a paintbrush and kind of move that around so I don't have those harsh lines in places, and then take it to my cardstock to get a bit of a smoosh happening. Although it's a bit runny. Maybe I'll take my card to it. Ha ha ha. Ooh, got some residual blue there from another project. Okay, so I quite like it when we get these little tiny bits, because you can kind of have strategically placed splatters. Okay. And because I'm lazy and impatient, I'm actually just going to blot this away to give it a little bit of a chance to dry. Before I do another layer. Roberta says, what are you making? I'm making some cards, Roberta. I've already made 2 tonight. I've made this guy here, that says, "You are the greatest." I've made a card into the shape of a cheese grater. And then I've made this one using the, I keep forgetting the name of it, you guys are going to remember better than I will because I've said it that many times. The Geocurves. I keep thinking GeoArc. Geocurves background builder from Catherine Pooner. So this is still a little bit damp. That's okay. Let's go in with some tiara. And maybe I'll do less because I can do layers. I want to make sure that these flowers pop. So if there's any areas where the shape of the flower isn't really standing out at the moment, I'll take my brush and force it to stand out. All right. So this is another one of those potluck border stamps. And while that's drying, I'm going to stamp some kitchen accessories. Because I think this is going to definitely have the life is short, lick the bowl sentiment. Okay. So I love the way we can build up bowls together. With the different layers. I am a fan. Roberta says, glad I caught you live. I always miss you live. I know, it's always hard for my American friends because when I start, a lot of you are still hard at work. But it's very hard to get a time that suits. All right, nice. No, I'm not sure. Is this supposed to go on the top, maybe? Okay, that's feels mostly dry. I feel like I'm going to want to layer this up a little bit more so I get slightly more intense color. Maybe what I should do is not add so much water, so that I don't have those harsh lines This is why I like using a bag, because you can literally put your hand in the middle like this and then smoosh it, and you can actually do this. Fun, huh? Some people use acetate, but I feel like I find that with the acetate, it kind of, when you pull it off, it all pulls to one side. So this set is called Lick the Bowl. I call this a whisk, but some people in England call it a beater, because you beat the eggs with it, or you whisk the eggs, you call it a beater. But my friend will, if they come over and I'm making things, they'll always ask about the beater. I want to lick the beater. I think I need a little bit of. With the bag, it is a bit more unpredictable, so you get a bit more of that sort of artsy look about it. But I don't mind so much. This would probably work better if I had the you know, like the re-inkers. You just drop them on there. Beautiful. Now I do have a little bit of this blue that transferred over, so I'm going to bring a tiny bit of all that jazz to join the party, but I think I'm just going to flick it on and hope that I don't get it on my white t-shirt. I never wear white, and then, well, there's a reason. Beautiful. All right, let's give this a little bit of a dry down. So hopefully I wonder if you know what, I should have die cut the image first, because then it's easier to get the stamps lined up as intended. But I didn't think of that, so put you there for just now. But it is a fairly simple shape, so hopefully I can make it work if I need to. I did pretty well. Yay me. I'm so proud of me. Loving it. All right, what should we have to accompany this? Shall we go for the stand mixer, or should we go for maybe we should go for the whisk. The whisk might be cool. Put the whisk in here. I could probably fit him on the side, actually. He's just tiny. And I think I'm going to go for blue. Yay. Let's die cut this out. What was the last thing that you baked? Here's a little question for you. What's the last thing that you baked? I want to know. When I was at Creativation, I went to the Spellbinders breakfast, and they had a little goodie bag for people. I'm sure you'll see all the things when I manage to get through on my massive list of things to show you. But in the bag, there was also a blueberry muffin, which was delicious. So I actually went to the Spellbinders booth afterwards and said, just wanted to say that muffin was delicious. And the lady who was sitting doing the make and takes was saying, oh, thank you so much, I baked them. So I begged her for the recipe. So when was it? 3 days ago? 3 days ago we made blueberry muffins. And then 2 days ago I made white chocolate and macadamia nut muffins. And Piper, on the muffins they mixed sugar. There we go. On the recipe they mixed sugar with cinnamon. No, it was nutmeg actually. So for the white chocolate one, she decided that she wanted to mix cinnamon with it, as well as the nutmeg. So she had the little collection, little cup with all these things, and she took a cinnamon stick and was like stirring it with a cinnamon stick, going, and then smelling it and going, not quite enough cinnamon, and then stuck the stick in again and shook it again. And I didn't quite have the heart to tell her that that's not really like what a cinnamon stick, that's not really how it's used by stirring it like this. That's funny. Okay, so we have got this panel here. I'm actually going to splatter it a little bit with white in a minute, but I wanted to also die cut some lines across it using the lovely little borders dies. So all I need to figure out is what style I want to go for. We could go for hearts. We could do diamonds. Actually, the diamonds look really cute. I like it a lot. I'm probably going to go for one above and one below. So I'm going to take this big piece of memo tape here. And run this through my Gemini. I'll just get some of this ready. Squirting in there. That's my Copic Opaque White ink, which is what I'm using now instead of a gel pen, because none of my gel pens seem to want to actually work for any significant length of time. Ooh, okay. So Roberta says she made fresh blueberry cobbler. I can almost taste that just now. Sounds divine. And Jen says Brazilian cheese bread. Interesting. Nice. Double chocolate chip taxi size muffins. taxi size, like just massive. Catherine says, I can't remember the last time I baked. Catherine, all those newsletters I'm getting with you with your apron on and your bowl, are you telling me that it's just fake? Just pretend. It's just stamps in that bowl. Linda made brownies. Sarah Louise made spiced bread at Christmas. Nom nom nom. All right, so that's my lovely little borders. Pop you in there. And hopefully I'll try not to get this all over my computer screen, as it has been known to happen. Get a nice painterly look with this. Brazilian cheese bread, yes please. 5 ingredients in a blender. Yum. Is at least 3 of them cheese. That's my kind of cheese bread. Okay, need to leave this to dry a minute now. So I have this. Of course, I've just realized that one of the things I absolutely love about Catherine stamps is that she often includes the, where you've got the negative here, you can actually stamp it in the middle. Makes it so cute. So you can layer that up. But I actually quite like the white because it really coordinates with the white here, I think. So I think we're gonna leave that one there. And where's my beater? Oh no, I got this wet. I'm gonna have to stamp that again. It got a bit wet. Never mind. How did that edge die not cut your card into? How did it not cut my card into 2 pieces? Is that what you're saying? The dies are little diamonds that aren't connected. Like this. So it cuts my card like this. Can you see? I mean, it does make it, if I pulled it, it would probably rip. Almost like a perforation. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna mount it onto something beautiful. Maybe some all that jazz. Maybe a little bit of Simply Tealicious cardstock. Oh, come on. Hoopla, pardon me. Okay, so let's put you away, Mr. Beater. Beat it. That makes sense. Thanks for trying. You're welcome. You are very, very welcome. All right, so that is still a little bit damp down there. But it's okay. And I'm wondering if I should cut down the panel. Let me see if I've got any cardstock that would work with this. Oh, I love this so much. All right, this is my Heffy Doodle Simply Tealicious cardstock. I swear to God, Heffy Doodle and Catherine Pooler just made to go together. And I feel like I want to trim this down again so that we have a little bit showing. So let me see what I can do here. Might actually just do the sides for a different look. Yeah, what do you think, guys? That look cool? And then this will go up here with my beater. Man, my fingers are so messy tonight. And then we want the sentiment, I think, up here will look pretty cool. So before I stick those down, I'm going to place this. I love how all the company's products work great together. Yay. Trying to figure out how to put this. Something like that, maybe. And then life is short, lick the bowl right up here. And I think I'm just going to go for all that jazz to bring that color through. Ooh, pardon me. Sorry, my head's in the way. Happens. Tanya says, I missed the start. Is this a kit? No, it's not a kit. Catherine sent me some goodies because we have a collaboration happening next month between Heffy Doodle and Catherine Pooler. And I got them just, I think it was just after New Year, before I went to Creativation. And I have been looking at them and dreaming of using them, but then I've only really just got back this week from Frankfurt. And also I had to message Erica and say, are these released yet? I don't want to use something and ruin the surprise. She's like, no, you're good. Yay. So I'm just having fun playing with some Catherine Pooler goodies. This is the Lick the Bowl set. And I also used the potluck borders for this. Oh, he's still on my acrylic block. I'm going to put this on here. And I'm going to stick this onto my card panel using some foam. My fingers are so blue at the moment. All right, so what kind of foam adhesive do you use? Says Jen. This is foam adhesive that I keep in the Heffy Doodle store, and it is 3 millimeters deep. So I hunted high and low to get foam which was thick enough that I only had to use one layer for shaker cards. And we sell it in the store in 5 mil width, 10 mil, 12 mil, and 15 mil. Now at the moment we're running low because I just placed an order yesterday, so I'll have more in next week sometime. And it comes in a big roll, which is like this big, like 12, 13 inches or something. It is massive. But it does mean it is thick. So if I'm making a card with multiple layers, I need to bear that in mind, that it's going to be a super thick card. Does anyone have online classes for beginners for stamping? Says Tanya. Roberta says, check Simon Hurley's channel out. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. You are always welcome to ask questions. And I'll try and help wherever I can. All right. There's a little smoosh here, can you see it? I'm going to cover my sins by sticking that on there. Like that. And I think for this one, I'm going to see if I can find, oops, any little enamel dots or something to go on it, just to bring some of that blue color forward. I have these. They're very old, so I hope they still work. Jump, jump. And got two little tiny stars that are just here, so I'm just going to go ahead and use them. With a little white one. Oops, I knocked one off. There we go. All right, you guys. I think I'm gonna call that done. Yay! So that is 3 cards tonight. What are we on? 11:34. Good job, everybody. Zoom in. Okay, I've got my You're the Greatest card, and the You Make Me So Happy. And we also have Life is Short, Lick of the Ball. What do you think, you guys? Which is your favorite tonight? Sarah Louise says, I really love the color choices and that cheese grater is amazing. Yay! I'm glad you like it. Such cute cards, Lesley. Heffy and CP equals awesome. For sure. I agree. We're just the best. Ashley says the cheese grater is my fave. I love it so much. Can't wait. Can't wait to show it. Piper's gonna lose it. She's gonna think it's awesome. Linda says, I love them all, but Happy is my favorite. Happy is a great die. You guys gotta treat yourself to a die, especially you get 3 in there. Amazing. And Jen says her favorite is Happy as well. I like the little track. It's the path to happiness. The pursuit of happiness. It's crafting. It's Happy Doodle and Catherine Pooler. There you go. All right, guys. And Roberta says the last one is her favorite. So I always think it's so cool the way that there's always somebody that has, you know, each one as their favorite. It's not just everybody wants one and not the other. I think it's really fun. Yay! Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so glad to be back and I really missed you guys, and I've had such fun playing with Catherine Pooler's goodies. Keep an eye out for our collaboration. You're going to want to see it. I'm going to have to check on my dog and check on my ill husband and make sure that my child is not still reading, because I left her reading on the quid pro quo that she was going to put herself to bed. But track record for that hasn't been so great. Okay, night night everybody. I love you all. Have a great weekend. Ciao.